Leave me alone.
This is some of the lightest duty in the Empire.
Don't you just love the Imperial Arena? No other place like it in all of the Jade Empire. Were you looking for me? I'm Lady Rento, and I was expecting someone sent by Captain Sen. Oh, poor Yukong. Captain Sen's still willing to do my husband's bidding and hunt him down, is he? I swear, my husband is insufferable. Yukong's a harmless aspiring actor who asked me if I would act as his patron. Since my husband was away from the city, again, I accepted and gave Yukong a moderate stipend. I thought he was charming. That was how my husband presented the situation to the authorities. He didn't want to face the shame of supporting a humble actor. My husband's a fool, but when he lowers his head, all I can do is let him charge and hope he rams something solid enough to slow him. Probably less than my husband is putting forth as a bounty for poor Yukong. That young man doesn't deserve this. I would wager that you'll find him in the Scholars' Garden. Yukong was going to try out for that new play. It's going to be put on soon in the Golden Way, I'm told. Should be exciting to watch. Yukong was going to try out for a role as a scholar, so he may be using his costume to hide in the garden. He's not much of a scholar, so you should be able to spot him. If you happen to find creative Yukong, do go easy on him, would you? The poor boy did nothing wrong, and my husband is being unusually cruel to him. Good luck with your search. I have to get back to the estate. So much to do.
Whoa, back up a bit there. Judge Fang doesn't like people blocking his view of the arena. Yeah, you might make him miss out on seeing someone get their nose broken, or their leg, or even their skull. He was just saying that there hasn't been a good skull fracture for at least a week. It's put him in a foul mood. Not without an appointment, and his schedule's full for the next month. All the ministers are coming in from the outlying towns to make their reports. If he's not meeting with a minister, he's relaxing here, hoping to see somebody beaten to a quivering pulp in the ring, or maybe torn apart by one of the animals. Yeah, that or he's taking a break with Breezes. Poor girl. No amount of silver is worth what she does for him. Gentle Breezes. She's Fang's, concubine. She's over in the next room with the common folk. Fang doesn't like to be seen with her in public. He, doesn't mind her getting up close and personal when they're in private, though. The things she does for him. I wouldn't call him sick and twisted. That's an insult to sick and twisted people everywhere. Fang's on a whole other level. I never used to believe the stories, but now that I'm working for him, I can honestly say he's the most degenerate and perverted man in the whole Empire. But he pays well, very well. Enough so that we pretend not to see what's going on, though I still feel bad for Breezes sometimes. Forget it. I won't go into details about what Fang did to the last guard he caught taking bribes, but restraints, starving dogs, and gravy on certain parts of the body were involved. Fang watched the whole thing, laughing all the while, and when it was done, he went upstairs with Breezes for a little relaxation. Poor girl. Good idea. Come back next month. Fang might be taking appointments by then.
Since my wife left me, I've had a lot more time to track the trends in the ring.
Sorry, big boy. I'm not open for business. Judge Fang's got me on his payroll, and he doesn't like me taking customers on the side. Unless you're into something twisted, Then he might want to watch. Fang's always looking for some new perversion to make his little soldier stand at attention. My name is Gentle Breezes, but everyone just calls me Breezes now. I guess you lose your gentle side when you spend too many nights with Judge Fang. Fang's my benefactor, if you know what I mean. I do all the things that make him happy. Filthy, nasty things. But at least that sick bastard pays well. Judge Fang's the head of the Ministry of Harmony. He's sitting in the next room with his guards. Likes to come and watch the arena fights. The blood and the beatings in the ring get his fever burning for later. Sometimes that bastard takes it out on me. Other times he makes me take it out on him. He doesn't seem to care either way. There are few things more twisted than Judge Fang's idea of a fun night. I hate him. He's a vile, repulsive deviant. He likes to hurt. When things are bad, a man like that leaves scars, emotional and physical. Look, I've been around. I know people do strange and disturbing things behind locked doors. But nothing like this. There's no act too brutal or shameful for Judge Fang. He's into all sorts of things, and he's no stranger to pain. I know that all too well. I've thought about quitting. Every night. But I heard what happened to the last girl who tried to leave Fang. He's not the kind of man you just walk away from. He sees me as a possession. His possession. He's not just going to let me go. He's got the wealth and power to find me wherever I run. I'm stuck with Judge Fang until he's tired of me. I've come to accept that. It's a hard, grim fact. But at least he pays well. Go ahead. It's not like I'm going to tell you anything that isn't common knowledge. Judge Fang's the head of the... Fang's head of the Ministry of Harmony, so he controls taxes and executions across the Empire. That makes him a very rich and powerful man. Even the Lotus Assassins are wary of Judge Fang, probably because they know he's just as vile and corrupt as they are. All the rumors about him are true. He's the most infamous degenerate in the Imperial City. And I work for him. Good. Let me rest. I've got a feeling I'm in for a long night tonight.
Another pathetic gawker here to bask in the glory that is Iron Soldier, the Silver Division champion? What in all the Empire do you want? I think you have no choice. This place is locked down tighter than the Emperor's palace. You wouldn't last a moment against the number of guards hanging around this place.
This Iron Soldier's made a career of being a miserable cur while beating the tar out of people. He has potential.
Just leave me alone. I don't talk to spectators.
Wuwuir wakwakir fonir sisa ukopkipo kusu ukut. Kwanak apiyir, kwanaruk tatisir si usta. The kawa ir ap ofir wowowir wak fonui unkak. Riawar ir wo swair susu no. Utarawi ir kupkitir sanir naur kurk wo pan. Kop awuka inir wo afawafi ithaturo turo uk. The kawa ir ap ofir wowowir wak fonui unkak. Utarawi ir kupkitir sanir naur kurk wo pan. Wuyo ir naur ir kunurk nuka uk kin piir ukir ifu ir wo. Nara ir uk napir sonkut, usat dir tatasiir uyu. Riawar ir, wo swair susu no. Pier koin. Uyo ir, nawar ir kuno urk nuko uk, kin piir ukir ifu ir wo. Riawar ir. Kop awuka inir, o afawafi ithaturo turo uk. Kop awuka inir, o afawafi ithaturo turo uk.
Hello there! I'm Han, though fans and, well, everyone else call me Hapless Han. It's not such a bad thing. Fighting in the lower divisions means I never run afoul of the Ravager. Our current champion has nearly killed his last two opponents. See, I look on the bright side of things. Even if my losses make people call me hapless, are numbers really that important? In my mind, it's trying your best that counts. You know, looking at you, I'd say you could hold your own in the arena. Are you thinking of signing up, or was there something else you need? You need to talk to Kui, the promoter. He'll start you out. It'll be great to have someone new around the place. You're new to this arena, aren't you? I'm happy to help you out. Do you want to know how to sign up, or are you just curious about the events? Every warrior here starts out in the qualifying round, where they face a lot of the hopefuls. If you're doing well, you'll end up facing me. After that, there are the bronze, silver, and gold divisions, each of which has its own champion and unique trials. I'm sure Kui the promoter can outline those for you. Sounds good to me. I'm sure you can find your way around, but I've been here all my life. I can tell you about the scholars, the common folk, and even a bit about the Emperor himself. Emperor Sun is a savior to the Empire. He created a never-ending supply of water for us. It's just too bad his daughter isn't a bit more respectful of tradition. Then again, her father has changed the way things are done, so I suppose that's to be expected. He sealed himself away in the palace. When in the time of the drought, he was a leader and an inspiration. It's a shame that he's become so private. At his last appearance, he seemed so full of life. It was like he hadn't aged a day in 20 years. Perhaps trying to curtail his daughter keeps him young. Princess Leon is a willful child, they say. Don't take that to mean I know her personally, but everyone says she's willful. To be fair, that could be good in a ruler. Still, you have to respect tradition. I'm, not exactly sure what she's done that's so bad, but I know it set the nobles aflame with gossip. I agree, and I would never question the Emperor. He is a visionary leader. It's just that before, we could see where he was leading. Still, I see what you're saying. Look at the endless flow of water he brought to the Empire. It's new, and he changed the face of the palace to pour the water forth to the lands. The first change to the palace since the time of sagacious Qian, in fact. That's a good reason to break with tradition, and one we all understood. Hiding himself away, however, that's something no one understands, and that isn't right. All right. I like them. Half are as crazy as a drunken chicken, but they occasionally come up with some ingenious ideas like the flyers. You'll find that the most revered scholars tend to keep to their garden. Given their lively debates, that's probably safest for the rest of us. If you're curious, the garden lies at the far side of the richer quarters of the city, across the waterway from here. Common folk from the Imperial City consider themselves superior to all other common folk, which is just silly if you ask me. The prevailing thought is that everyone outside the city has all the culture of a sunburned ox. Aside from that, the people here are the same as everywhere else. Some good, some bad. I'm happy to help. That's no way to be. You need to have a positive attitude here, and in all things. Heaven provides joy for all people if only they would take it. are you trying to say? There's nothing wrong with a loss or two. Someone has to lose for someone to win. But Oh, by all the 1,000 horns of the Bull of Despair, it's true, isn't it? I've been fooling myself this whole time. Maybe I should go back to being a smith. Of course, I don't see how I'd be any better at that. I mean, what's the point, really? It'll all rust or just break anyway. I'll just stay here and listen to the spectators laugh at me. You'd better go, though. No need to waste your time talking to a pathetic loser who'll never go anywhere. Go on. It might rub off, and you don't want that.
Tha'awir nis tu kuiruk. Ayer fun. Soir wu nisir tintina yewir. Wo ifuir uk sunurk danowe na wafta tasieruk. On we pifir. Oksair caritas funir sisair furk tatasier. Karanos sakupono. Wo panaro wo sawir tatasi ni wasunir prawon. Wo sawir kokonatoi. Tir nik puntuir, poir nokauk, sawir takitir noni. Oksiir watuafu ni froto uso sawir, uktatasir ni rioki. Kwan sawir funi sawir ukuar. Wono wiri fuir ukwa safno sisitu. Wawir ni sisir sisitu, kun, wano sisitu nik on wipifir. Wo ifuir uk sunurk danowe na wafta tasieruk. Kitir noni nikuyo ipir ta. Aka wo nawir sawir sansinoka uk napir. Narawir wo ifuir uk sunurk. Uksir watuafu ni froto uso sawir uk tatasir ni rioki. Aka wo nawir sawir sansinoka. Sisa ira yi kithir bron nikwa yi. Kwawir uyu itarir noka sisayir na workut. Wo nisir wir u noka thakuna fifir. Aka wo nawir sawir sansinoka uk napir. Narawir wo ifuir uk sunurk. Kwan sawir funi sawir ukuar. Ukwiro ni sayir tatasi yeru wo nawir siyir funi winyanakan. Wo sawir noka ukrapro ni apawafa son siyir tuwirwo. Wo yo wir Shakespeare woso.
I shouldn't talk too much. Talk to Brother Bull.
Intolerable. One more mistake, Kui, and I'll have you retired. Finding someone else is your problem.
But...
Enough! Find a solution and leave me alone.
This is not an appropriate time to... Wait a moment. You have the look of a fighter about you. Those hands, that stance, even your eyes. I'd know that look anywhere. You must be here to join the most glorious contest in the Empire. Isn't it fortunate that Lucky Cho and I were just discussing how this place needs an infusion of new blood? Come with me a moment and we'll engagitate in some dissertation about the best decision you'll ever make. This is turning out to be an excellent day, most ostentatious indeed. I apologize if I'm using words beyond your grasp. Very few people can match either the supply or the command of my language. Don't get flustered. Everything I say is perfectly cromulent, and it might do you well to embiggen your vocabulary before you fling accretions my discretion. Strong build, good shoulders, not half bad looking either. You've got what it takes to make it in today's arena. The question is, can you fight? Are you worthy of the arena? I say the answer is a clarion and resounding yes. I've heard that you were asking around and talking to some of our best and brightest. Your interest tells me all that I need to know about you. What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits. Here you fight for silver. Glory is yours for the taking if you value it. The reward starts small, but in the gold division, you could easily retire on your winnings. In fact, our last champion, Raging Ox, did just that. Suddenly up and left to enjoy his winnings, clearing the way for the Ravager to take his place. You'll start low and advance on my say-so, but I can already tell you're going to expel in this place. You'll not languish in the qualifiers for long. You will face the flashing blade of Crimson Kana, the stern resolve of Iron Soldier, and the, troublesome triumvirate of the Sung Brothers. If you defeat these veterans, you will face the Ravager, our newest champion, who tore his way through the divisions to replace the now-retired Raging Ox. Go ask them yourselves if you want to know more. Hapless Hans faced more than a few of them too, if you want his perspications. Do you have any idea how much paperwork I have to do when a contestant of the Empire's finest tournament dies? Wards and spells have protected fighters in this place since its construction. It's been easily 20 years since they failed. It was a dark day. My predecessor lost several good men when the spells failed during an event he'd ironically dubbed the Feast of the Ogres. I'm no sorcerer, but I suppose it could happen. Still, any magically inclined person would notice something like that. Even if someone removed them, the protections would reweave themselves automatically in time. They've done so before. Truly, this is a loss for all involved. The offer stands as surely as the wall itself when your senses restore to their proper balance.
I'm sorry. You would speak with the Sung brothers? We have no time for simple gawkers. Why not bother someone like Hapless Han? He's always willing to waste time with the spectators.
Cast the stones, brother. The 6 triangles of portent indicated that new competition would advance our goals.
Did they really? Surprising. Well then, it seems my brother and the Fates would encourage you to participate in the arena. You should speak with Kui the promoter. Until you prove yourself, leave us be.
As sure as a dog will scratch where the flea bites, I knew you would return. Fighting's in your blood, and you'll itch until you test yourself in this grand contest. Testing yourself against the finest in the Empire. What else could a young man dream of? What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits. That's the spirit of the thing. Now, what name precedes you in your travels? I've heard that one before. Have you any idea how many board students peramputate down here from the Scholar's Garden? Think of something that would sound engaging, ringing down from the rafters. That's how we'll bill you. Raging Dragon, huh? Sounds fast and powerful. I like it. Are you positive that's what you want? Then that is what you shall have. Come and tell me when you're ready for a fight, and I'll get you started. Since you're new, you'll start in the qualifying rounds. The money's small at that level, but it's there. Any other questions? One other thing, you should talk to the other fighters now and then. They will be watching you, and you should get to know them as well.
Not me. I'd rather put up with Soldier than your gloom.
I've been trying to make Han stop talking to me forever. I could almost respect you if you weren't lodged so very close to the bottom of the heap.
As you can see, they always have something to say. Han isn't a champion exactly, but he's solid enough that all fighters must beat him before they can leave the qualifiers. I like hapless Han personally. He never quits trying. Reminds me of a young me trying to clamber my way up from the streets. He'll go far, you rest assured. I must say I'm disappointed. You're ready to start your career, but you walk away. Insuspicious beginnings, my friend.
I shouldn't. The brothers Sung greet our fellow combatant warmly. I am Sung Bo, this is my little brother Boo, and my older brother Sui.
Do not bother me. Introductions merely clutter the mind.
I don't think they was bothering you, Sui. It's Bo being talked to.
Do not worry too much about us, though. There are many fights between you and the Sung brothers, but we shall humor your questions. You'll only deal with the lower ranks at this point. Bother us about fighters when you advance to a respectable level.
We don't know nothing about the army.
Please excuse Brother Boo. He occasionally feels the need to speak on things to which he has not given his full attention.
We should not discuss the city, brother, while we are within its bounds.
Do the stars show the dragons in ascension again? Then we should not speak of the city for now. The very topic is risky. Please accept our apologies. I'm certain one of the others would be happy to tell you about the city. How dare you mock our family unity?
Indeed. We deal with enough ignorance of the ancient ways and customs of the Empire. We do not need additional abuse.
That's right, Brother Sui. I don't like ancient people either.
No time spent in study of the ancient ways is lost. Time with you, however, seems as if consumed by the devourers of moments that figured so prominently in the writings of Peng the Unpunctual. The brothers Sung will waste no more time with you. Ah, be gone. The brothers Sung will waste no words on a boorish
Leave me be. You'd only grind my spirit further into the earth, and it's quite crushed enough.
You look a shade better than the usual cowardly dogs we get through here. Just a shade, though. So you've earned the right to talk to me. Lucky you. Iron Soldier's the name, though everyone just calls me Soldier. You may as well do the same. If I waste time talking to you, it's because I can respect that you're prepared to lose terribly in the arena. Given half the chance, yes. If you can't handle it, you don't need to talk to me. There's some people who call the way I operate walking the low path, but they're fools. Talking about the low path is an attempt to deride the philosophy of those of us who see the truth. There's no real altruists in this world, just people who explain their actions with reasons that are easily palatable to the masses. I refuse to kowtow to those kind of lies. I'm a warrior. People either challenge me and grow stronger, or run away like weaklings. Like I care. It's in my nature to rail against simpering fools, and by being true to the discord I cause, I'm made that much stronger. That's all there is to it. I'm not here to hash this over with you. If you want that, go bother the scholars or one of those saps in the Black Leopard School on the hill. Haven't you figured it out yet? I don't like you. You're nothing more than... Now go on and leave me alone. Good. Go bother someone else.
Leave me be.
Onu yuir indikan sun puiranuk pakuk. Ono yusair.
What do you want? Okay.
I want to hear, what do you need? For your first match, we'll start you off against a mighty ogre. I'll be watching your style closely to see how you fare. Impress me, and I'll take you to the top. Even our great champions start out against the ogre. Take Raging Ox, who danced around the beast singing drunkenly to earn the crowd's favor, or the Ravager, who defeated him in a single blow. I should take a moment and explain the system we use here. I like to keep things simple and organized. Any other way, and things get more convoluted than the celestial court on the Emperor's birthday. When you're ready for your match, ask me about it, and I'll give you a quick summary of your opponent. I'll be setting up your matches, of course. Various enchantments woven in this place keep the fights from being deadly, but they're no less real. You'll feel the pain if you don't keep your defense up. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
A new warrior does battle with the Beast.
Thousand cups.
I must rest these wounds. Horse leaping forward.
There's no reason you should have lost that fight. I'll set it up again when you're ready.
A new warrior does battle with the Beast.
Hop, hop, hop. Horse leaping forward.
Thousand cuts.
That was an impressive beginning. Normally I'd have started you off against something easier, but you practically ooze potential. You've caught the eyes of the other fighters as well. Go ask them if you don't believe me.
I wasn't watching.
Ha! You're still sore about hearing the truth, aren't you? You'll live, Han. Beating the ogre's nothing special. I could have done better bound and blinded.
Sometimes you don't even need to ask. One fight does not make a champion, though. There are many more opponents ahead of you. Let's move on, shall we? Be sure to return when you're ready to continue your climb through the qualifying round.
Ah, be gone. The Brother Sung will waste no words on a boorish competitor.
Leave me be. I want nothing to do with you. You'd only grind my spirit further into the earth.
Wuwuwir aki thita hirir koni afafatir? Nararir uk u yorir.
Looks like you're still walking after that last match. Too bad. I should probably say something encouraging since this was your first win ever, but frankly, I don't care. Good. Go bother someone else. Good.
Tir nik puntuir, poir nokauk, soir takitir noni. Uk Wosa wire nokauk raproni apawafa sonsir to wirwo.
I want to hear that you're ready. Since you held your own against the ogre brute last time, I'm going to try something exciting for the crowd. I've got 4 boys from some school west of the city who've been bothering me for some tougher matches. I'm giving you all of them at once. It'll wow the crowd and teach them a lesson at the same time. Remember to watch your sides and back. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Four students test their skills against one master.
Ice shot. Horse demon boy.
Thousand cuts.
Those boys won't be back anytime soon. Losing as a group to one opponent would shame a peasant, let alone a student of the martial arts. The crowd's starting to catch on to you. Have you noticed? People like you, and now I'm going to make sure they pay attention. I'm going to have a roughly hewn statue hauled into the ring. I want you to disconstructulate it. Destroy the statue quickly enough, and I'll give you a shot at hapless Han. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Unyielding stone meets the press of time.
Horse demon boy.
Excellent work. You have bested time itself in destroying that statue. No mean feat, I assure you. Be sure to return when you're ready to continue your climb through the qualifying round.
Fascinating. How very interesting to meet you. Fate may have robbed me of my sight at a young age, but I can still sense the energy within your meridians. Impressive, and yet somewhat strange. I don't know what it is about you exactly, but I would say you have been trained like no other warrior in this place. What I do know is that several of the techniques pioneered by what we call the new schools would have astonishing effects on one with your energy. Allow me a formal introduction. I am Dr. An, acupuncturist. You are one of the arena's contestants, are you not? I hear talk that you are one of the most promising new contenders. But I should not prattle on at you. What do you need from me? Acupuncture is the process of healing the body through the release of its own energies. There are other applications, such as an understanding of the pressure points of the body as well. I release these healing energies through the very precise insertion of needles into the skin. It truly is an art. Acupuncture is also most ancient science, studied as long as the Empire has stood. Those studies benefit the warriors in this place most directly. How can you fight in the dark? We learn these things through study and discipline. The nerves of the hand are incredibly sensitive. The eyes can be fooled by something as insubstantial as light. I would not say that losing my sight at a young age was a gift, but I have not let it become a burden either. My techniques for releasing your untapped inner energies are newer and slightly more radical, but even they benefit from a century of research and years of practice. Put simply, your body possesses incredible energies, some of which can fall out of balance, putting the body at risk of disease. Acupuncture releases blockages in your body's meridians, natural pathways for this energy, allowing your body to restore its balance. The new schools have found ways to optimize the body's energy pathways to make you stronger than you would be normally. You would have to practically abandon your pursuit of martial prowess to understand them more fully, but you have other skills to hone. My needles, used properly, can enhance your strength, restore your inner vitality, and unlock energies you barely knew your body held. The only thing I have found I am unable to affect with my needles is your inner magic. It seems even acupuncture has its limits. Of course, have a look. While I can't... Are you... I'm afraid I can't help you. I know all the fighters, but I'm not at liberty to discuss them. I'm certain you understand the ethics at stake. My knowledge of their strengths and weaknesses would be a weapon in the wrong hands. I have things to prepare. I understand hapless Han will be fighting soon, and the poor lad requires considerable attention after his bouts.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need? I think you're ready to face hapless Han. Show me you're ready for the big time, and I'll make sure you don't have to dance with the children anymore. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me, and we'll get you ready for your next match.
A chance to leave the qualifying division as Raging Dragon faces Hapless Han.
Horse now!
Thousand cuts.
You dealt with Han very well. I knew you would. All of our professional fighters move past him eventually.
Kui, that will be enough. I bring you a message from my employer, Kai Lan the Serpent. He is impressed with how far you have come in such a short while. The Serpent wants you to know that he is watching your progress very closely. He is most interested to see how you fare in the Bronze Division. Kui, you may breathe again. That is all I had to say.
Well, that was good, I think. He has a distinct interest in the proceedings here. He is an ex-champion, you see. He retired some time ago, even before Raging Ox, who was the champion before the Ravager. Kai Lan couldn't leave the arena alone, though. He has become a very important man here with the help of a group called the Guild. Lucky Cho is a thug, pure and simple, but he's very good at what he does. He's also a member of the Guild and reports directly to Kai Lan. Kai Lan oversees things here in the arena, and the Guild ensures that the authorities leave us in peace. The Guild is the organization that controls all of the betting in this place. That gives them considerable sway. It is good that they are happy with your progress. Between us, the Guild is also involved in more illicit activities. They are very sensitive about remaining an open secret. Many know about them, but few acknowledge that fact. Right now is a particularly dangerous time, as one of the leaders of the Guild has recently been inhumed. Kai Lan sees this as an opportunity. Do not discuss them openly. The Guild has many ears. You may ask some of the others in the arena about them if you wish, but I would not bring it up to just anyone. You are strong, but they are many and work in shadows. For the sake of your career, I suggest that you limit any questions you have to your fellow fighters.
Well done! That fight was much better than this wine. With all the pure water pouring from the palace, you'd think they might have learned how to make wine that didn't taste like goat piss.
Black Whirlwind! That is you. Are you back to...
No, just here visiting, and making sure nothing happens to your newest fighter.
So you won't be...
No, leave it alone, Kui. You know better than to bring this up. Just mind your business, promoter, and I'll mind mine.
You travel in curious company. Regardless, when you're ready, come talk to me again and we'll discuss your next match. I know him, yes, but I know better than to contravigate his wishes. If you want to talk about it, ask him. I'm staying out of it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must prepare for your entry into the Bronze Division. It will take me a bit of time before you'll be ready for your next fight. You should talk to the other fighters here. They've been watching you and are getting nervous. Of course, I'll need more time than that for these preparations. It's just a matter of preparing the proper documents. Why don't you kill the time by making your way out into the city? See the sights. Maybe visit the Golden Way or the Scholar's Garden. Actually, that reminds me. A woman was here watching your fight against Hapless Han, dressed all in black and veiled. She seemed impressed with your preference. Just before she left, she told me to tell my new fighter that she was still waiting to see you. She said you'd know where. Sounds like quite the invitation.
Uktatasir ni ryoki, ka sisayir na work awukategi. Uksiyir wa toafu ni froto usosawir, uktatasir ni ryoki. Kwawir uyu itarir noka sisayir na workur, wo nisirwir u nokathaku fifir. Wo panaro wosawir tatasi ni wasunir prawun, wosawir kokonatoi. Wonawiri fuwiruk wasafno sisitu. Kwawir ni sisiyir sisitu kun wano sisitu nig on wipifir. Ukir kawuwir wo fonir ir karano sakupono. Uksiyir wa tuafu froetro soir fuarir nsonsi noka uk frotir noni. Tir nik puntuir poir noka uk soir takitir noni. Uksiyir wa tuafu froetro soir fuarir nsonsi noka uk frotir noni. Uktatasir ni ryoki, ka sisayir na work awukategi. Onuyu indikan sun puiranuk paguk, ono yusayir. Oksayir caritas fonir sisayir ir furk tatasir, ir karano sakupono. Wo ifuir uk sunurk danowe na waf tatasiruk, kitir nonni nikuyo ipir ta. Wiri fuwiro kuasaf no sisitu. Kwawir ni sisiyir sisitu kun wano sisitu nig on wipifi. Woyo wi.
Leave.
Looks like you're still walking after that last match. You ground the hapless one beneath your feet like everyone else does, huh? Han's pathetic for wasting time on the hopefuls, if you ask me. Then again, watching Han stumble to Dr. On every time he tries to handle the real Bronze Division fights is one of the most entertaining things about this place. I don't pay attention to the Bronze Division. Who has time for all the hopefuls and their empty dreams? Now go on and leave me alone. We've got nothing to talk about.
Wuwuwir Safa af.
I'm not really in the mood for company. Judge Fang.
Many people try to break into the Bronze Division and fail miserably. You should be proud of yourself.
You'll crash and burn in the Bronze Division. Kana's tighter than a merchant's purse strings, but she's skilled.
Crimson Kana is the champion of this round. You'll have to face her eventually. Be ready when you do. Kana's a bit of a mystery to me. Keeps not a coin of her winnings, but is unbeaten. She's in this purely for the challenge, I think. If you face her, you'll find that her swordsmanship is deadly. Kana's studied techniques only found in the prosperous East, the provinces she calls home. She's even got a standing offer to pass the secrets of her blade mastery onto the first fighter to defeat her. So far, no one has managed that feat. Your next fight? I'd love to, but I'm still arranging the details of your entry into the Bronze Division. Besides, didn't you have some mysterious lady in black looking to meet you? Hardly an invitation I'd turn down.
Oh. You return once again? That's exact.
This place is evil. Is there...
Always, I say... You look like a warrior to my...
You're one of the fighters now, aren't you? Raging Dragon, right? Well, there's nothing for you to do here. I take bets, and you don't get to bet when you're a fighter, so push off.
Do you really think we'll find Second Brother here in the city?
Why ask me? I don't even want to be here. Second Brother probably decided he didn't want to listen to Master Radiant anymore, and left to get some peace.
Never! Second Brother is devoted to Master Radiant. If anything, I suspect Master Smiling Hawk had something to do with his disappearance.
What? You dare accuse Master Smiling Hawk?
Quiet, you worms. You're here to look for Second Brother, not bicker like schoolchildren. Now get moving.
You're a fool if you believe what Master Smiling Hawk teaches. Brute force is not always the best way to win a battle.
Oh, and Master Radiant's ways are better? I don't think so. Brute force is the only way to get what you want, and I can prove it.
How?
I'll show you. Hey you! What do you think you're doing here? Get out of here or we'll throw you out! Ha! Not bad. You've got some spirit, but it'll take more than that to get past us. Now, how about you just turn yourself around before you get hurt? Only a fool looks forward to a beating. Come on, let's teach our visitor some respect.
1,000 cuts! Horse leaping forward! Ice shot! 1,000 cuts!
You're a...
Oh, and Master Radiant's ways are better? I don't think so. Brute force... Now...
1,000 cuts! Ice shot! Horse leaping forward!
Wo ufna ak nakir Yakowa krui ni rui kuperfita.
Peace, third brother. That is no way to treat a guest.
Og ni gua ir qua an ir nor yok wo ni fita yir.
Enough. Leave us, third brother, before you disgrace the school and yourself, and take these novices with you.
Vosa ir son sikun wan kut aku kawuk tatir. Wo ufna akna ir yakowak rui ni rui kuparfita.
I'm very sorry about that. We are not accustomed to having visitors. My name is First Brother Kai. Welcome to the Black Leopard School. Indeed. Normally they would not be so ungracious to guests. Fortunately, you seemed more than capable of handling the situation. In all my years, I've never seen anyone but a master with skills like yours. I would not normally ask, but would you be interested in joining our school? It would be an honor to have someone of your skill. Well, it's obvious that you can fight, and I assume you want to improve like all fighters do. Even someone of your skill could find a challenge or two here. The school provides a safe place to practice against different opponents with different styles. You will no doubt catch the eye of one of the masters. They know unique styles and would likely teach you, if you impress them. Excellent. I must speak with the masters on your behalf. They are the final judge of such matters. Wait here. Good news. Master Radiant agreed to let you join. A rare honor indeed. In fact, he would like to meet with you, once you have proven yourself. First, however, Master Radiant wants to ensure that your fight against the novices was not just luck. You must now defeat each of the brothers here at the school. An impressive feat, but it was only one fight. As skilled as you are, you must understand that a great fighter must be consistent to remain great. You have proven you can defeat our novices. Now you must prove yourself against the brothers. The brothers have trained long and are second only in skill to the masters. Sixth brother is the least skilled, so you will start with him. Work your way to third brother. If you succeed against him, you will then challenge me. Second brother is not here. For now, you must face only third brother and myself, after you've defeated the other brothers. I must be honest with you. I believe Master Radiant has a plan in allowing you to join us. As you may have heard, there are 2 masters at this school. Master Radiant and I have tried for some time to temper Master Smiling Hawk's ways. He is cunning and ruthless, and has little regard for students. Normally I wouldn't speak openly about such things, but you are new, and your skill will draw his attention. Be careful. Master Smiling Hawk is a dangerous man. It is not just his fighting skills that make him dangerous. Master Smiling Hawk's need for power consumes him. He cannot be trusted. For now, be careful and focus on defeating the brothers. Start with sixth brother and ask him to fight with you. I'm sure he'll be eager. Once you've defeated all the brothers, come and see me. Good luck. You still haven't defeated any of the brothers yet. Is there something I can help you with in the meantime? Certainly. What would you like to know? I can't get into the details of how that came about. However, I can tell you that it was not intended to be that way. A school should only have one master. The rivalry between our masters is hurting the school and the students. Of course, neither master wishes to step down. It is a problem that needs to be solved if this school is going to survive. Officially, I follow both. I am first brother, and it is my duty to assist both masters in any way I can. That being said, I was taught by Master Radiant, and I go to him for advice or learning in a given area. Master Smiling Hawk is not interested in teaching the students or the brothers. He seeks only to improve his own abilities. All we really know is that second brother is missing. Master Smiling Hawk sent him on an errand, but no one has seen him since. It is unlike second brother to be gone this long without contacting us. I suspect that something has happened to him. We have students looking for him now. I hope we find him soon. He is a good man and an excellent brother. It's Black Leopard, the school's first true master. He founded the school in a remote region of the Empire hundreds of years ago. The school grew slowly but steadily under Master Black Leopard's tutelage, but it wasn't until he was quite old that the school became as popular as it is today. Emperor Zhu Fu, having trained at the school as a youth, moved the school to the imperial city. Since then, the school has become the very best in the Empire. Very little, I'm afraid. The school enjoys a degree of privacy from the outside world. It allows us to focus on our training, but it also isolates us. I haven't been beyond these walls in almost 5 years. There is really nothing for me in the world beyond. My focus is the school and its students. Very good. Your next opponent is sixth brother Gao Shan. Once you've defeated all the brothers, come and see me. Good luck.
So you're the one who was challenging our novices earlier. That might impress Master Radiant, but it won't get you noticed by Master Smiling Hawk. I'm sixth brother Gao Shan. If you think you can defeat a disciple of Master Smiling Hawk, challenge me. I assure you, I'm much tougher than the novices. How should I know? He's probably licking Master Radiant's sandals. He was always such a devoted follower of that man. Huh. So you'd rather talk than fight. It's students like you that are giving the Black Leopard School a bad name. Master Radiant teaches patience and peace. What's the point? Why study for years to be a great fighter if you're not allowed to use your skills? Master Smiling Hawk believes in using our power to take what we want. He's the true master of Black Leopard School. I've already told you more than I should. Now do you want to fight or not? Alright, follow me.
Horse people forward.
That was lucky. I'll be ready for you next time.
Good work defeating sixth brother. Now you can move on to fifth brother. Is there some... Once you...
You certainly taught us a thing or two about fighting. I'm just glad you didn't hurt us too badly.
It was foolish of us to challenge you earlier. I apologize for my...
You filthy little swine! Look what you've done! Do you think think I have nothing better to do than to clean up after you pigs all day long?
Yes, mistress. I mean, no, mistress.
Get out! Get out of here before I break your skull open, you little rat! This isn't a public restaurant. We only serve the students here. You'll have to go back to the city if you're hungry. Well, good for you. Do you want me to bake a special dessert in your honor? Questions about what? Go ask your teacher if you have questions. You're the student, you tell me. What is there to tell? The boys come and learn to fight, and they think that's all there is to the world. Learning and fighting. They are very good at both, but put any one of them in a room with a lady and they just wither away. What's the point in teaching a man to learn and fight if he can't even relate to the people he's supposed to protect? Masters? Ha! I'm the only master of this school. Those other two hide in their rooms all day long doing who knows what. How can you be master of anything when you never participate? It's unnatural. Of course, it wasn't always that way, or at least that's what I've heard. There was only one master once. Makes sense to me. Too many cooks in the kitchen, as I always say. Me? Is this some ploy to get an extra serving of fish in your soup tonight? It won't work, you know. But since you asked. I am the headmistress here at the school. I organize everything that these witless fighters forget to do. Paperwork, laundry, cooking, you name it. It's a thankless job. Never so much as a smile or a wave as I labor over my work. If it wasn't for me, this place would fall apart. Good. I have work to do.
Og nigua ir qua an il nor yok wowo nifitayir.
We may be novices, but we're still skilled. Your lucky third brother stopped that fight when he did.
You may have defeated us, but third brother will teach you what real fighting is like.
Hello, my name is Fourth Brother Yu, and you must be the new prodigy. First Brother told us to watch out for you. He said that you're very talented. Of course, until you've defeated Fifth Brother, I'll just have to take his word for it. Is there something else I can do for you in the meantime? I've been trying to find that out myself. I even sent a few of the students into the city to see if they could discover the truth. Master Smiling Hawk was the last to speak with Second Brother, though I still don't know what they discussed. It's no secret that they disliked each other. Third Brother told me that Master Smiling Hawk sent Second Brother into the city on an errand, but nobody saw him leave the school. I fear Second Brother has run into trouble, and I suspect Master Smiling Hawk is behind it all. Well, the school is the best of its kind in all the Empire. I consider myself very fortunate to be a student here. That's not to say that we don't have our problems. Having two masters is a bit unusual, and it seems to slow the progress of the school. Master Radiant is a great leader, but he never comes out of his room anymore. Master Smiling Hawk, on the other hand, well, I shouldn't say anything about that. As you wish. Once you've defeated Fifth Brother, come and see me for a match.
You must be the new student. I'm fifth brother Shangjin. There's been quite a stir regarding your entry into the school. Most unorthodox. It would seem Master Radiant is up to his tricks again. Regardless, you've defeated sixth brother, so we can spar. Would you care to try your skills against mine? The Black Leopard School is the most respected school in all the Empire, but we are losing that respect. The school has strong leadership, but we currently suffer from having too many leaders. 2 masters is one too many. I don't mind Master Radiant, but he is too detached and too passive. Master Smiling Hawk could regain our respect, if Master Radiant would let him. I have no idea, though he was very vocal in condemning Master Smiling Hawk. Perhaps he grew tired of all the bickering here and decided to leave. I know if I was a follower of Master Radiant, I would likely get very bored, very quickly. Maybe he just decided to go to a new school, somewhere more peaceful. Good. Follow me. Thank you for the opportunity to learn from you. Goodbye.
Good to see you again. What can I do for you? Let's go then.
Horse demon forward! Horse demon forward!
Very impressive. I can see the masters were right to let you train with us. Well, thank you for the fight.
Okir okun wan pifir ir witiwik, ir wosa ir sankut. Sata asuni wakwakir fonir noni. Nawara irok, wosa ir tatasir uyu. Wotawari ir, wapanir nisa ir pan. Sata asuni wakwakir fonir noni.
Thank you, third brother, that is all. You are dismissed.
Sotakwa air noroki irtana.
So, you are the new student I have heard so much about. Rarely does someone so young display the ability that you have shown. I noticed that you did not come from one of our usual schools. Do you mind if I ask you who your real master is? You have talent, and with second brother's death, we have need of a new brother. I asked him to do something for me. He refused. Let me be blunt. Master Radiant is holding this school back. He's holding me back. Radiant is weak. He follows the way of harmony. His methods are slow and pitiful. This school belongs to me. I want Master Radiant removed, and you're the one to do it. You have certain abilities that will enable you to defeat my rival. Ha! I cannot deal with Radiant, and third brother is nowhere near as powerful as I am. No, you have something that neither of us have. I can sense it. You are the only one here capable of defeating Master Radiant. And rest assured, I will reward you extremely well for ridding me of him. To begin with, you'll have to deal with First Brother Kai. Destroy him, and you'll only be left with Radiant. But together, they would be too powerful. Do as I ask, and I will teach you things that no one else can. I also have a few rare items that should appeal to you. Simply kill First Brother and Master Radiant. The task is straightforward. You will be well rewarded, if you succeed. Go now. Third Brother has agreed to withdraw from his fight with you. You can deal directly with First Brother. Do not return until First Brother and Master Radiant are dead.
It appears Third Brother is taken ill, though it seems an odd time. He has never been one to back down from a fight, even when he's sick. I've been looking forward to this fight. Challenges like this keep us learning. Are you ready? Good. Let's head to the practice ring so Master Radiant can observe the fight from his room.
Wo ufna ak nahir Yakowa krui ni rui kuperfita.
I think they can see that for themselves, Third Brother.
Ukirwir, no fantayana ukon ni pinatawa.
Apafa was sonsir towir wo sonsir junior fonir usota.
He was always too impetuous. No matter. I have a new assistant now. One I think you will find to be a much more difficult opponent.
Wonakapir awaf, fancier surufus isinosaurus usuno.
No, we won't let you harm Master Radiant. Horse demon forward. Thousand cuts.
Wonakapir awaf, fancier surufus isinosaurus usuno.
Spirit thief.
Horse demon forward. Spirit thief. Thousand cuts.
Focus.
Spirit thief.
force demon forward.
Very impressive. Your skills are powerful and unique. I can't tell what it is exactly, but it certainly seems to serve you well. Come, we must speak privately. At last, I can rule this school like it was meant to be ruled. No more of that interfering old man. I've always preferred his room to mine as well. This will do nicely. And you have certainly earned a share of the spoils. Take whatever you find in Master Radiant's room. Don't be too greedy, my young friend. You are weakened from your battle, and I have many allies here now. But fear not, I will pay you. You have earned your reward, but I have some terms. You must agree to remove yourself as a student of the Black Leopard School. I didn't. It must have slipped my mind at the time. Nevertheless, these are the terms. As promised, I will teach you a new style. Watch closely. My debt is paid, and now you must go. Take what you can from Master Radiant's room on the way out. And remember, you are no longer a student here. Goodbye.
It is good to have only one master again. Now the school can focus on its future and move ahead. No, I cannot. Master Smiling Hawk told us you are no longer a member of the school, and that we are forbidden from sparring with you. Goodbye, and good fortune to you.
Well, I can't say I like you anymore now, but I'm grateful that you rid us of that senile old man Radiant.
With Radiant out of the way, Master Smiling Hawk can finally lead this school as it was meant to be led.
So, you've rid us of that pesky Master Radiant. Well, good riddance, I say. I don't like spirits in my home, even the good ones.
Master Smiling Hawk said you aren't a member of the school anymore. I'm not allowed to fight with you.
Welcome, welcome! Did someone from the Black Leopard School send you? No, I suppose you don't quite look like one of their students. Well, no matter. If you're looking for weapons, I have quite a good selection and reasonable rates. Would you like to see what I have for sale? Not much to tell, really. I've been working with the school for almost 20 years, like my father did before me. When they asked me to work for the school exclusively, I accepted. I'd rather have a steady life making weapons by the bunch than doing special orders all the time. And every once in a while, I get to make something unique. The masters have some amazing scrolls describing weapons I never even knew existed. Well, it's the best of its kind in all the Empire, or at least that's what I'm told. Of course, it's seen better days. Having two masters has really hurt the school, if you ask me. Seems the students spend more time bickering than fighting. But what do I know? If it was me, I'd just kick one of the masters out on his ear. I'd like to tell you which one, too, but I'd better not. Best not to get involved. Here you go. There's quite a lot, so take your time.
I will be more used to you here than traipsing about away from my tools.
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
I don't care even if there are ghosts. The Emperor is stronger than all the ghosts put together.
Hold on there. This way leads into the necropolis, a dangerous area. You shouldn't go in there unless you have some business there. Yes, but I must warn you, the dead aren't the only terrifying things in the necropolis. They say the Lotus Assassins have a special interest in the place. I have nothing more to say on that subject, and you certainly didn't hear that rumor from me. Not the nicest of topics, but go ahead. Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there. We just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic. Things have been bad over the past few, say 5 years. No one has any idea why so many of the dead refuse to return to the Wheel of Life peacefully. All we know for sure is that they're not happy. Not happy at all. Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis. bad. Real bad. Monks used to go in every few weeks to clean out the ones who had risen. But lately it's become too much for them to handle. You look like a warrior. I'm sure you know that even if you disperse a ghost in combat, they reform again eventually. It takes a long time, but it's inevitable. Leave the dead to their own is what I say. Just block the whole place off and start again somewhere else. Anything else you need? Talk helps pass the time on duty. Not at all. This is pretty light work, since no one in their right mind would go in the necropolis. It's the city of the dead, as some call it. The burial tombs of hundreds of generations of our most honored ancestors. To be buried in the necropolis is a great honor. Sadly, things are not well in there right now. As grand a place as it is, you must be on your guard at all times, even if you're a skilled warrior. This city, the heart of the Jade Empire, the shining jewel of all civilization, the home of the Emperor. What's not great about this city? Everything here is taken to its utmost. The most elegant nobles, the wisest scholars, richness, opulence. The Imperial City is the best part of the Empire. True, this is the Golden Way, but even the poorest districts of the city are gilded compared to filth in which the howling barbarians outside of the Empire live. The Empire? What is there to know? The world bows before us. Everyone is in awe of our culture. We are the finest and purest examples of the human race. Led by the most glorious Emperor, we are truly the people closest to heaven. The Lotus Assassins. They are the personal guard of the Emperor and serve directly under Death's hand. They are above our laws and act with impunity. We are forced to obey, or they kill. Even us, even soldiers. But the Emperor either turns a blind eye or is so far under the sway of Death's hand that... I've said too much. The less said about them, the better. They listen from the shadows. It's not wise to speak about them. Anything else you need? Captain Sen has you collecting heads for him, does he? Good for you. A woman did make her way into the necropolis some time ago. She seemed a bit wild around the eyes and ignored me when I tried to warn her. She certainly hasn't left, so if it was this fading moon, you should still be able to find her in there. I'll make sure she doesn't slip out behind you. Stay away from the necropolis. It's dangerous.
A drama of your life would be of unconvincing...
I greet you, sir. I wonder if you might have some silver to spare. I come from a very wealthy family. As such, I have a certain lifestyle to maintain. Parties, female admirers, lots of wine. You understand.
Your diatribe is derivative of populist works. Now see, I don't even understand that.
I have to have an income, don't I? My father looked at my considerable expenses and told me to get my own silver.
Your walk is uneven.
Of course, I am a noble. The shame of manual labor or the stink of trade must not be allowed to touch me, or even waft its way close to me.
Your appearance and manner of dress are insufficient to determine gender.
Not at all. Very simply, you have it, I want it. I am behaving in a very rational, civilized manner by politely asking. I read all the greatest philosophers and consulted with wise men before reaching this decision. I assure you the philosophical underpinnings are quite sound. Wisdom is only gained by experience, wine, women, and song, as it were. But a life of revel with no reflection still does not lead to true wisdom. One must ponder, one must daydream. Even if I could bear the shame of sullying my hands with work, when would I think? How could I grow wise?
A drama of your life would be of unconvincing sincerity.
Well, it loses some of the subtlety when you put it that way. But yes. If you feel more generous later, I will be here.
Your diatribe is derivative of populist works. Now see, I don't even understand that one. Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth. You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth. Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality. Your beliefs are superficial, and your culture is substandard.
Hold! You must forgive my servant. He was acting for me. I asked him to find someone not distracted by mere insults, someone who would command respect. I must say, your refusal to stand for it was admirable. I think you are exactly what we need. Please, my intent is noble. An outlander arrived several days ago, and now we cannot get him to leave. He's consuming copious amounts of our food and wine. He balks at our attempts to calm him, and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go. He claims he crossed the Glass Sea, which would mean he's from the mysterious East. I've heard reports of minor trade with that region, but only on a small scale. Even if they buy the occasional bolt of silk, everyone knows there are only barbarians outside the Jade Empire, and his manner confirms it. He insults the Emperor. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe, but that will not last. If he is reported, the Lotus Assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them. We don't want a murder. We just want order restored. But he doesn't respond like we do. He proposes challenges we don't understand, and then declares himself the winner. Several of our brightest have faced him, but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many. I hope your ability matches your conviction. Several others have fallen short, despite their outrage at his antics. He is in the Scholar's Garden, and no amount of opposition has moved him. Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
Lost, citizen? I'm afraid not. I'm on duty, and it's imperative that I remain focused on what few tasks I'm still deemed capable. A fellow guard once paused.
Evil breeds freely when so many people come together.
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person. Of course, I could tell that just by looking at you. You have a very strong presence. As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by fawning servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your Master Li to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, or you are. There was something familiar about him as well. I told you back in Tian's Landing that the Emperor, my father, is not an evil man. Death's Hand has corrupted our court, and you will help me prove it. I am worth trusting. With my influence, you can enter the palace and confront my father directly about Master Li, this destiny of yours, or whatever you want. But your words will fall on deaf ears unless Death's Hand is first discredited. Until then, entering the palace would just endanger you with no hope of success. A wise decision. His hold over my father is nearly absolute, but if we could show conclusive evidence of his crimes, my father would have to listen. I know how. Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery. The wall was started by the first emperor, Sagacious Qian, as protection against the Horse Lords. The Empire has long since grown past its boundaries. It is now more a spiritual monument instead of a physical barrier. Every emperor has added to it. It is a legacy that has lasted millennia. Prisoners of the Empire. Hard labor reforms them, and contributing to a legacy gives them purpose. Many respected citizens once worked on the wall. I don't know much, but I saw one lift a stone no human could move. It looked immensely armored. The Lotus Assassin Fortress seems the center of production. My father may have approved the factory without considering what it could be used for. If we just tell him my suspicions, he will dismiss them. We need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are recruiting. Have any Lotus Assassins who saw your face lived to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tian's Landing. They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it. There are guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round. Or if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion. Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name. Yes, I will have my people spread rumors of your interest. Once you pass the silver round, the Executioner will take an interest. I'm sure he will find you as impressive as I do. Or, if you prefer, court the Inquisitor. Ask Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about him. I hear Dongao is closer to the Assassins than he should be. Of course. I look forward to it.
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
Do you think we'd forget? You can't humiliate us and just walk away. We'll teach you to insult a guard of the Imperial City.
Spirit up!
Horse blood call! Horse blood call! Storm Dragon!